We're back. That tablet died. It may continue that video. Maybe I should try it. But this is part 3. You can check back to the other video. I'll probably end it as soon as I plug it up and charge it up. But yeah, my voice is raspy because from what I'm getting, I had been poisoned. So if it sounds raspy, that is why. Okay. But yeah, um, I feel like it's more than 8 hours in a day, naturally. And I know when you have a big family and a lot to do, it's not so easy trying to manage that. But I've never had that issue. I understood, you know, although I had smaller kids. You shouldn't have such a hard time, like I said. But if people are poisoning you and your children and causing you problems, trying to sedate your kids and rape them and get them in child foster care so they can sex traffic them, and who's financing all this foolishness is the question. It's really silly that sometimes it's big organizations, big churches, science researchers, mad scientists. It's sick. It's sick. It's a sick model that people feel like you are a chicken on a plantation and they can just round you up, bring you out, and just sell you to people. But that's the hope. That's just an avatar. Spirits don't die. So people were working so hard to bury me and my family, which I've not talked to probably in a year. Why? Because they were targeting us. So with all of that said, I chose to go into this mode of battle for me and mine, because it seems no one cares but God. Okay? No one's assisting. No one's showing up. Everyone's scared or don't care, and that's fine. No one's ever asked me anything. No one's ever questioned anything. No one ever came to me and said, hey, XYZ123. I'm not sure why the frick people are playing these kinds of games. But I mean, absolutely no one's ever came and just said, so what happened? It's amazing. And everybody knows what's going on. So, people attempting to do all of this kerfuffle shit, God said, continue to believe in me. I got you. And I'm like, what? And I mean, they were doing all the craziest things, and God is like, don't worry. I'm like, what? I'm like, where are my kids? Where are my family? Don't worry. I got you. So, while people were doing all of this and I'm maintaining, God began to show me some other stuff. I promise you. Some beautiful stuff. And I'm like, that's crazy. Are you serious? Really? I mean, beautiful, unbelievable stuff, guys. And I'm like, well, now that is a reason to hope, right? So, whatever people were doing, fighting over men, acting like I was trying to ruin people's lives, acting like I needed attention from law enforcement, courts, psych wards, street justice people, drug dealers, hospitals. I mean, you name it. Energetically, I felt like all these agencies were like, we can't wait to get her. We can't wait to get her. Okay, what are we going to do to get her now? I mean, it was like organ people, hair people, skin people, all looking for me to go away so they can benefit on some part of me and or my children. And I'm like, everybody's going to hell. God is like, don't worry, I told you. I have something so special for you and yours. No one could ever take it. And I said, really? No, never. Really? Yes. And I thought, wow. And I mean, just this other flood of stuff came in, and people kept doing other stuff to distract me, trying to act like, again, this old dusty fight that was supposed to be so physical. It didn't matter. God just put me into the spiritual world that I've always heard about, always fought for, always used to get through things. But this was like crunch time, battle line, show up. I was like, wow, really? Yes, it's real. So in this fasting, praying, trusting, believing, speaking to others, speaking over yourself, speaking over your children, planting seeds. I had a car. People were tampering with this car. They were beating up the car. They were tearing up the car. They were doing all kinds of stuff like psych ward patients, family, friends. I saw them, even probably threw my kids into it. God said, trust. I'm like, they're tearing up the car this month. So I moved away, didn't go back, left everything. Now, I was trying to keep the kids, but it became so rough the way people were doing things. And I'm thinking, well, they're in good hands. No, except God was there. So I'm like, God, okay, you know what I need. You know who I am. And I had this whole other thing, if you want to know what it was, it changed my life. Now, people are still trying to hold this back, but God is like, if I have to move them off the planet, you're going to get this. And the more they fight, the quicker it's coming. So if they don't want to stand down, I'm going to stand up and erase some stuff. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm standing down. I'm backing up. He said, no, but stand still, stand strong. What? Yes. I'm like, okay. So it was a whole bunch of other stuff. If you want to know, I have an email somewhere. I have a phone number. You can ask me. I'll tell you. And I'll try not to be cocky because I'm very confident in what I say. It happened. So while they were doing that, and thinking it was smart, hitting on me, shut the F up, knocking my teeth out without touching me, causing me body pain even now. If I lay still or anything, everything I sit on, everything I lay on vibrates and it burns and it almost paralyzes me. It's like a military level of an attack. All the time, everywhere I go. If I'm there for more than 3 days, they figure it's going to be a pattern and I'll keep coming. And it's like they pay people, like they're part of the government. Hey, we're doing this experiment, or hey, this person is a target and we need to do blah, blah, blah. And they'll pay people or something or intimidate. I don't know. But when I get to whatever, it can be a job, it could be a place where I visit people, everything is vibrating the same as when I'm at home. So if I try and go anywhere else, they show up, they rig it up, F it up, and now I got to deal with the pain. They were trying to get in this car, the new one. Now, normally, they get into the old cars. Again, I don't know what psych ward this is. I can imagine. If I get a car, the seats will be rigged up. I'll go in, the car's ramshacked. Somebody pull the glove compartment down and if I had a drink in there, they'll spill the drink everywhere. Like, who is this crazy? Why are they bothering me? Just hack everything, the phones, everything, tablets, trying to make me look crazy. That's fine. God says, I'll do you one better. Just stand still. I'm like, that's crazy, God, really? He's like, look, you've been fighting in these battles for me for years. You've been faithful, loyal. You've been kind and nice to these people. You've shown them my love. Oh, I'm about to stand up for you. I'm about to send people in for you. People, oh, we unpaid everybody. We done told them to stand down. Ha ha. I heard a conversation. Call me crazy. There was a group of people, and I have met them. Not directly, but they were sitting around somewhere. It was about 3 people, maybe 4. And they were saying, ha ha ha, she doesn't know it's us. Ha ha ha, she gonna think it's a ghost or something, a poltergeist or something, since she liked to play or something like that. And the craziest one, that ain't got no brain cells, I don't know what happened to this child, could have been experimented on by government. Who knows? She said, excuse me, she has a very high-pitched, silly voice, like she's not all there. Who's she gonna call? Ghostbusters? That's what this person said. Well, God said, really? Oh, she thinks it's funny. I promise you, wherever they moved to, which I heard was in my name because they stole my ID, they began to attack me and hope I had died. And then they started with my children, inviting them to clubs inviting them to different events, boys coming into their lives and dating both and making one mad and separating them where they would be upset with each other. And I kept telling them, don't let anybody separate you guys. When one leave, you both leave. Do not leave each other out here. They're trying to separate us. I don't know if they listen because the youngest is still mad at the oldest. Oh God, I hope they're alive. I don't know. But my point is, whatever they did, wherever they're going now, God let me know that there were spirits there hunting these people. So when I left, they were having some issues and they were bothering me. So I would slam the wall with 2x4s. I would, just to irritate them because they were irritating me. Like I said, somebody rigged up the house. They put cameras in there. There's cameras here now. They're trying to get the kid to silence himself so they can hear me. Always ear hustling. Anyway, cameras everywhere. They had all these vibrating things around me, humming in my ear. This was crazy torture. And it still happens. I'm immune to it. I don't care. That's life. But these are noise campaigns, harassment, military style crazy. And no one has any compassion for me. And I pray they're not doing this to my children, because God has told me, since they want to play, He wants to play too. So He has designed it where these people, doesn't matter who they are. And I pray for my daughters every day. They're not trusting God. I hope they're trusting God. Because if they're not, I don't know. But because they were trying to bully my kids to go against me to not become victims of whatever they were really trying to do. Well, do this, do that, do that, do this. And I could say why, but we're not going to talk about that. So whatever happened, them doing all of this, for some reason I was already under surveillance in a good way. I'm going to say it's because I'm from the era where literally, and I'm just keeping it simple, I'm not a hate person, although there's people that get on my nerve with their arrogance. Slavery. We call it today human trafficking. Conservatorships. So somehow, someone had me under surveillance for years. I'm going to say these are people that possibly, we have Airland, H-E-I-R. And I've never heard anything of it because, as I stated, people came from other countries and just ordained themselves owners of stuff. They did. Okay. Then they had children, brothers, sisters that looked more like me. Okay. All right. And they just did whatever they were going to do, became doctors, lawyers, judges, all kinds of stuff. They did. And I'm assuming that they kept an eye on the families, the children that could have been their own. And in government files, sealed adoptions that no one knows about, except the wives and maybe the immediate people. Some of these people are connected to law enforcement. Cousins, nephews, longtime friends from the 1800s. And they are trained to do what? Watch those people as if it's a plantation and the workers need to be watched to this day. The aggression for me is crazy. Why are you so aggressive at watching me? I go into the next city and they're already having that call. Hey, this kid comes through there, give her a rough time. Show up and sit there and look at her. For what? Excuse me? Yeah, it's crazy. So, to most degrees, whoever these wealthy people were, they were watching us from childhood. They have been watching us. Some of them moved to Chicago for various reasons because of that. Cool, whatever. So they've been watching. They had people to watch, cops, undercovers for a long time, lawyers, executives, whatever they passed, they seem to have left things to these people. But amongst some of the kids that they were watching, maybe these were their children, they observed these kids. Like I said, they were already under surveillance. We were, whoever. So in their observation, they kind of probably started thinking, who can I leave this to? I don't want to just keep it. And they looked at all of these kids. Now, some had already experienced wealth and hanging out and doing various things and having a good time. They had already experienced wealth and having everything. They went through school. They had all of the necessities and access that anybody with a wealthy relative could have. Some was blowing it, or some were blowing it. Some were drinking, smoking, clubbing with the money, being evil, whatever, wasteful. When people work hard, I'm not sure why people that are wasteful think that everything should be left to them. When men work hard and they achieve stuff, they want to find someone that is level-headed like themselves, someone that's responsible, not necessarily perfect, but maybe a good investment with money. So in these people's observation, these cops, these undercovers, these lawyers, these judges, one in particular said, I know I have children of a different race out here. And I think it's only fair, since my wife and various ones society said I couldn't be with them in this lifetime. In my death, I'm going to leave all this to them. But then they were like, well, who's the most responsible here? And literally kept tabs, it seems. Kept tabs. And so God began to show me that I didn't need to necessarily worry about the people that were causing me pain, the people that were chasing me and threatening my life and doing things they shouldn't do and playing these games and acting like they're doing things. And yes, I'm being harmed every day with this machine. It's in everything I sit on, and it burns my legs, my knees. It hurts my head in some cases. It hurts my nerves, my face. Oh my God, the pain is real. It makes it hard to walk. I'm telling you, if they turned this thing up, I would be handicapped. Thank God. They're weird. And they watch my social media. Actually, the views, they hack them all the time. So there's probably millions of people watching this, because whoever these people are, they're wealthy. And people know about me. I don't know about them. So they dumb my numbers down on purpose. So people come on here and see zero. Oh, I'm the only one here. There's probably billions of people watching. I wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, because they're dumbing down the numbers, because they don't want me to believe that anyone is listening, because they don't want me revealing what they are doing. So naturally, you 4 to 6 people could be the ones that are doing stuff. Oh, tell us what she said. Oh, what is she doing? Oh, what does she look like? Oh, what is she wearing? Where is she now? Okay, the numbers are so dumbed down. These are not the actual stats. That's fine. My story is already written by God. So whatever these people were doing, there was someone sitting back stealth mode watching. And they figured, regardless of how this girl looks, and I'm hearing wicked was after the story that I'm telling. This kid was that of a wealthy man, but she wasn't like the other children because she was Native. Not African American, not Black. She was Native. She was Native blood. Now, the people in these official offices, maybe some of them knew that. But whose business is it that this wealthy man had a child with one of those pretty Indian girls? Anyway, so he chose to leave everything to little Miss Pretty Girl, Miss Pocahontas, which has been tossed into a Black community, treated poorly, probably by this man's wife after his death. Like, how does he leave everything to her? She want to probably say a niglet. She's probably been in jail. No. Well, for a ticket or two, maybe. She's probably on drugs. No. Her baby daddy's probably in jail. No. She's probably a prostitute. No. She probably's on drugs. No, none of that. Survey says wrong answer. So whoever this man is, he chose to leave it to her and be very kind, because in her lifetime, he never got to meet her and say, I'm your father or your owner, slave owner. I don't know, your conservator. And no, I did not protect you. And yes, he was in my custody, but In my death, I'm going to free you. I'm going to give you all of this stuff back. This money, land, everything is yours. And hello, it's Chokimorn for Lee. Hi. I'm going to give you everything. And so they probably set it up in their death that this girl would receive everything and all that. And all these people were set up, not knowing it, to take her out, her and her kids, because people were mad that this would be like reparations. How dare we been stealing and killing? We ain't finna give it back now. We've been making this a casino on every corner. We take people's money, their body parts or whatever, and we go and do what we want to do. We're not gonna change now. We're not gonna give her stuff. We're gonna kill her and take it like we always did. All the Indians. Throw them in the swamp. Throw them in the swamp. What? Yeah. We're not gonna give her. And I mean, they've been after me like white on rice. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. So whatever this is, it's supposed to come to this lady. She'll probably be the first, but everybody's blocking it. People that are already in Hollywood systems are trying to funnel it over here and give it to their kids. Family members in Hollywood are trying to funnel it overseas and give it to their kids. And people in politics and in government are saying, no, we're going to get a cut because that was our slave or something, and she doesn't deserve it. We'll make her on drugs. We'll put her kids on drugs. We'll kill her. We'll put her in the psych ward because we're going to get that money. And God says, survey says, wrong answer. I am telling you right now, Sarah knows that if these people mess around and keep messing around, God has showed me some stuff. I put it in other videos. Oh my God, it's not going to be nice. It is not going to be nice. What's going to happen to these people? Setting up all these people on the ground to come and attack this lady and her children and to try and cause her loss so that when she gets this, she'll be hurt and sorrowful because her kids will be dead or they swindled everything and they said she stole somebody's man and that she's gay and that she's psychotic and she's crazy, and all of that could be true. But God ordained this here. And if anybody continues to attack, see, they were trying to bury Sarah and me and whoever else. They were trying to hide us and do this and that. And God said they're only planting you as a seed, honey. Everything they're doing is not important. That little house they stole or something or money they took. Oh, I have something so much better than that. Hi. How are you? Make sure you guys subscribe for me and keep up, okay? Don't let anybody remove you. I believe this is the channel for the anointed ones. If you're not anointed, I understand. But if you are anointed and you understand, stay with us, okay? So, God says there's something so much greater that I'm bringing to you. And if people continue to deny me, they're going to end up on this beautiful train, this beautiful vehicle that is a force that I'm absolutely putting on some tracks with all of the blessings I've ever wanted for you because you serve me. And all of the wishes and dreams that you ever thought of for you and your family. It's going to be on this vehicle, this train. And everybody that tried to block it, they'll be there too. And they're going to have to answer to you as to why they were trying to stand in front of this vehicle and block it or pick from it on this route to you. And how they got whatever was on the train. They're going to have to answer to you. And it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be yeah. So get your mind and heart right. Because you served in my war. You served in my army. You utilized all the weapons. You stay faithful. No, you're not perfect. But you relied on me more. More and more. And I want to honor you. So anyone trying to block me, universe, source, love, charity, me, God, with a capital G, owner of everything you see, hear, feel, everything you are, they're going to have to answer to me. But they're going to go to you first. They don't get it, then I'm going to step in and what? Remove them out the way. Because this is for you. And no one has a right, whether they believe in me or not, to block universe. This is universal blessing. This is your recognition for staying in the race, for fighting the battles, for not succumbing and trusting me to bring you through and to heal you. Anybody coming between you and me, impossible. They have to step to the side. I'll deal with that. But in the meantime, listen for your blessings. Wait for it patiently. And I thought, wow, so I'm listening to all of this. I'm looking at all the stuff in reality, which is the real illusion. The Bible tells us walk by faith, not by sight. You're going to see a lot of things. See them and pray. Okay. But by faith. And I said, oh, wow. By faith, yes. And so whatever they were doing, these people literally hurting and harming me, trying to drain me of my energy, make me handicapped, crazy, hit in the head. They had heat machines frying my brain. I saw smoke coming out my head one day. Like, are y'all crazy? What is this? Punching on me, treating me poorly, tearing up my property to this day. I don't have anything. They just rummage and tear up everything. It ain't even important who. I cannot enjoy one thing. My children, nothing. Everything is always damaged. But you know, God keeps telling me, girl, I got something for you. Forget all that stuff. I almost said F that stuff. Don't even worry about that stuff. I got some stuff for you. You can't even imagine what's coming. And I'm like, what? I want to see what. So what I'm saying is, while they were doing that, they were in the natural. I'm hearing going to court. I saw some of this. Going to parties and getting together. People that I wouldn't even think getting together got together. People I wasn't even aware that knew. Famous people on TV, people on the internet, people in politics, people in churches, people on stages, people on YouTube that are big time. They know each other. Did I say people in politics? I'm looking on some of their pages, which I don't normally go to, and I see famous people on the news in a good way, sitting with people in churches. I said, what? These are relatives. I didn't even know. Why did they tell me? That's crazy. So I have family in government that know people that do military terrorism. It's called psychological warfare. They play too freaking much, y'all. So while they're doing all of that, going to courts, literally trying to get people to say I'm crazy, and this has been happening since I was very young. I don't know what the frick they're doing, but it's weird. And I never questioned it. I don't care. I know who I am. Even as a little kid, I knew I was surrounded by people with psychological problems. They say it's me. I ain't bothering nobody. So while they were doing all that physical stuff, running around, playing games, sexing each other, saying I'm interrupting, I'm doing something that I wasn't, I'm stealing somebody's husband or man, I'm breaking up a happy home, and I'm messing with kids, and I'm stealing, and I'm foraging, and I'm committing crime, and this is to bury me, since they couldn't kill me, right? Probably stole my kid's identity, doing stuff. Now remember, there are people, famous people, powerful judges, lawyers, undercover cops, probably well known, on TV, cops on the TV, watching me for years. Didn't even know it. Because maybe I'm related to one of these wealthy, don't look like me men. And they have undercovers watching me. They have cops watching. They have lawyers watching. They are judges in some cases. They are TV personalities. You don't know this is your relative, your uncle, your father. You don't know. Or maybe they're just, again, from the 70s, people that took land and said you were their property. It happens. That's what society was then. So some people, the laws changed, their minds and hearts don't. It's what it is. Hello, silent assassin, whatever. Hi. They basically still probably had that mindset. Who's going to stop them, right? But as time went on, they probably started to have a little bit of a heart. So you not knowing that, they have all these people watching you already, government. But then you have people that are in city government sometimes that were in politics or whatever, and they retired or sat down, but they still have all those connections everywhere. So they're still thinking in plantation mode. Like, well, I bought or I own or took over the state, so I decide that no one gets over $30,000 in this state. I'm going to take the rest. So if they get $75,000, I'm going to take the $45,000. They'll get the 30. Firefighters, oh, we take that. Catholic Charities, oh, that's my church. So I'm over that too. Housing, right? Oh, and we'll put meters everywhere, and we'll put cameras everywhere. Oh, it's just for us to get fed. Ain't no real reason. It's no benefit. It's just us being greedy and lazy. We don't want to work. We're retired. We don't care. Right? I just meter. Oh, tickets. Towing people's cars. Again, I was proud of myself that I go out and buy nice cars for cash. No baby daddy, no stripper, money, nothing. Hard work and dedication. My hard work. And I would go buy these cars. And I could park in one or two places or go through a light and get a ticket. And they just come pick it up for free and then sell it. No consequence. But then I have to pay to get it back. Casino. Gamble. It's rude. How do you steal my whole car that I worked hard for? Well, you should read the signs. I think you should take them down. We didn't vote for that. And who are these people? Who are they? Hello, guys. Remember, I'm used to being here by myself. So if you say, hey, I said, hey, where are you? Look at me. I'm used to being here by myself. So I just talk in podcast mode. That's how I see it. I do apologize. I'm not trying to ignore you. But feel free to stay with me, okay? They always shadow ban me. Oh, you just not doing content that people want to see. Shut up. No, it's a shadow ban. There are billions of people in the world. You mean to tell me only 6 people can find my channel? Really? Anyway, no, they put my stuff in the garbage all the time because I cuss people out lovingly. I love it. So you got these people that were set up to watch me because of whatever connection we have. Could be your father, could be a conservator, which could have been like a slave owner. It could have been somebody's property and didn't know it. Because it is illegal, isn't it? But they've been watching, right? But then you had a little cycle where people within the city that's crazy. They may have had some agreement with the other folks, but they had their own little politics because they're crazy. So now they got people antagonizing you, watching you, doing all this stuff, and the other people are still watching. FBI, CIA, they're watching. They know. And they're not stepping in because they weren't set up to watch and help the people that are dark. It's just what it is. Police, they weren't put in place to help everybody. These agencies were not set up to rescue people. So if you have anything over $10,000, It's free game for anybody to come snatch it and kill you. No one cares. But if it's anyone else, or if it's something that people can benefit from in these agencies, yeah, they'll see to it, but you have to die. So for them to actually take this action and protect someone like me or Sarah or whoever, then that would be a big deal, because that is not normal that you are to inherit $113 trillion with other assets and things included. And they protect you and actually deliver it. Where do they do that at? It never happens in history. They rather kill you. Now you're handicapped. Kids disappeared or died in a freak accident. And they just go and take it and build more buildings and open more businesses and stay rich. It is never known in history where someone was to get money over $10,000 and they were protected by government. Tell me a time where people actually got land or something that was inherited that was over $10,000 and they were protected. So someone organized that this girl be protected, maybe me, because society says that's not cool, but this person had a heart near the end of their life and said, no, I'm going to protect mine. I'm going to actually leave everything to them. So the people they hired to watch, they're watching. They're in government too. They're part of the system. Now, while they're watching, here's these other clowns that are actually attacking, hiring people in the community that seem familiar to this lady, and they're attacking her and her kids. Just accidents that could have killed them, health issues that should have killed them, poison, voice still messed up, eyesight blurry, you almost got bifocals. Hard to focus, you old now, hard to work, and you need to grind like a 25-year-old because people keep ripping things from you. You got to keep resetting. You're getting kicked out of your apartment. Your kids keep getting separated. They're now mad at you because people keep doing stuff. And these people that know about your father, whoever left this, they're watching. They're not stopping it because they want to take it too. That's a lot of money, and it's imaginary. There's no such thing as $113 trillion. That is an illusion that we created, kind of like cars. We go into the mountains or the earth, we pull out all that metal, and we go, we really want to shape this. Okay, let's see how we're going to design it. We're shaping this stuff through God's inspiration for our convenience. Isn't God good? And we're going into the earth, which is God, and we're pulling out all that metal, and we're shaping it into things. Same as with money. It's cotton and linen. It's a concept. These are numbers that we put in a computer and then we print on paper, art style, and we disperse it as if it's real. When it's not, it's cotton and linen and ink and whatever else. So, see, it's imaginary. But we give stuff value. We give it value. Cars are not $250,000. It's now $25,000. From the earth, it's actually free. But due to the greed of people, even houses, it's free. God made it free for us to enjoy. But due to people's greedy imaginations, they give it value. And then they try to sell it to each other. And they're always stealing and making it more than it should be because it's free. Food is free. Air is free. Clothes are free. They're plants. Everything is a plant. We're all plants. We're plants. We're from the ground. The metal is from the earth. It was planted there by God. And it grows. It still grows. It's a little harder now because people don't want to go in these mountains and die. So now we're recycling. We're reusing. See, God is source. These are resources. And we recycle it to keep creating. But God is source. And he can yield more. But people are greedy anyway. So these people that are supposed to deliver you something, they're watching all these other clowns fight. Because maybe those same people that want to steal it, that knew about the father or the judge, they figured, we want to take her, let's just take her out. She's a niglet. We don't care. So people have been rambunctiously attacking. In real life, I have missing teeth and everything. Hair missing, body hurts for no reason, food poison. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, and no one cares. Real story. I can't imagine what my kids are going through. I hope they're okay. No joke. I mean, I'm surprised this couch hasn't rumbled yet. I guess when I close my eyes and I finally go, then it'll start to rumble. It's the craziest thing. And one day it almost got me, guys. It almost got me. Oh, I was about to snap out because whatever this is, people need you to snap out so they can lock you up because they want to steal it. In real life. Whatever this is, people want to steal it. Bye. And somebody decided that they were going to just throw a little bit of this out. A little taste of it. And all these people ran after it. A little house, a little money. There's something bigger than that. And they missed it because they were busy attacking me because these people told them to. And now it was a test. All they had to do was say, I'm not going to do that to her. Have a little integrity. But they chose to go ham for this little stuff and just attack me and my kids. Just attack. It doesn't stop every day, except recently in the holidays. It stopped a little bit. Just a little bit. Never happened before. These people don't take breaks, but it happened this time. I was like, baby, it's over. Maybe this military level crazy of torture and psychological warfare has stopped. Nope. Nope. My arm got numb again from them turning on that thing. Doesn't stop. Knee got zapped. My hip got zapped. I made it. I'm pretty strong. But normally this stuff will take you out. It drive you crazy. It almost got me. But God was like, remember what I told you. This is crazy. Somebody is crazy. But $113 is an illusion. 113 trillion. They want it. I don't deserve it. They've already considered how to spend it. Crazy court cases I'm not involved in. All kinds of stuff. Oh, she's a rapist. Oh, she's crazy. Oh, she's telling all these stories. She's so unstable. She can't take care of her kids. Yeah, because you keep getting tossed out of everything. She's talking to herself. She's telling all these crazy stories. We can lock her up. God says, do it if you want. You will pay. Continue to do this. You will pay. Use me in the form of money outside of giving her what I said give her. Because I love her. Do it. Ignore her. Defy me. And watch what happens. So while they're doing all of that, this got the attention of some wealthy people. Because remember, there's a lot of agencies watching people do stuff. And because they're reporting, oh, she's a terrorist. She's a witch. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's that. Oh, we're scared. Please lock her up, get her. Oh, she's horrible. We're scared. I'm so worried. I feel threatened. Please, when are you going to get her? Literally, I heard that. I really did. I heard this wench energetically say, she's a witch. I heard it. So I know she was going to the court. She's the one, or someone around her, will say, I met these people. I met them. She says she's a witch. Now, they're going to court saying that. This was meant to bury me. Now, if you're saying I'm a witch and I'm a threat to society and I'm a terrorist and all this, naturally, FBI, ATF, and who's not curious of a witch these days? A witch. Now, remember, people already know this lady may be wealthy. And they're saying that's how she got this manifestation. Really? Because she's a witch. She was abracadabering. Really? So now everybody's interested in all these wealthy people with money that have tied themselves to these agencies, the 3 letters. Okay? And they're like, a witch? A modern day? Really? Oh, that's curious. Huh? Now, they could have been a part of the witch hunt, too. You know, the hacking and the surveillance and the this and the that. But lo and behold, somebody said, we need to get to the city. We need to actually go and put eyes on this person. We got to see this. Somebody actually hooked up cameras, several people. There were people that was doing dark web crazy stuff with the kids, sex, trafficking, showing people's private stuff. Then there were people that were actually recording like this was going to be a movie, but somebody's supposed to die. Weirdo. Trying to pretend it was an actual movie, but it was really supposed to show somebody heinously actually having evidence of a death. Weirdo. Okay. Been taken out. Now, again, if they did that to my kids, oh, you can say bye. You and your whole family line. God said you will be deleted like you wanted someone else. And that is your what? Even portion. You do to people the way you want to be done. God will ensure that this is balanced by universal code and law. So people wishing stuff or taking bribes, you're going to get a lick too. I ain't got nothing to do with it. So all these people are doing all this stuff trying to make money off of this lady's misfortune, taking her ID, presenting themselves to these false courts, you know, those shadow governments, taking bribes, being scared to lie. What do you call it? Blackmailed, put in fear to lie. And guess who's still watching? The good people that hope that all this goes down, they could have been the ones that did it because they wanted to take this. They figured we're privileged. You know, he left some kids behind that had some issues and a wife and all that. And we think it's fair that they get it. But since they can't get it, we'll just give it to the whole community. We'll take that actual money and throw it to her dad. Throw it towards her dad. We'll pay for it. We'll finance it. Then we're going to split all this up. And people had already split some of it up, child, from what I get. So whatever happened, everybody's watching. Even the famous people. The people that got you on the dark web, people that's trying to record a movie, people trying to do a documentary, people that just want you dead, people that's telling people to videotape what they're doing so that they'll have evidence that this is happening, people using their jobs to get this job done, people in law enforcement doing stuff they shouldn't do, surveilling, paying for stepmo stalking, gang stalking, crazy people in Hollywood recording and putting cameras up all over the place so they can have a documentary and a movie and a play and then you got the hood people. And you got some cable companies. And you got people that are in the auto company. And you got people that are investing. Hey, we got this new company. You know, and then you got people playing the insurance game. Hey, I'm going to do 10 a month. And that's just 10,000. But if 10 of us put $10 in to $100, then we can get a payout for $1 million on this. Now, how many groups did that? Well, praise the Lord. I mean, everybody's banking on it. Then you got folks in Hollywood that will say, oh, I need a new face. I can use the young kids scan for my face. Use their booty scan for my face. Then you have people that wanted injections for something or for different products on the market. Stole people's ideas. My daughter was working on this idea like Betty Boop, sort of. Someone else kind of did it, but not in the black form. And she tweaked it because, again, Betty Boop had already been out. She'd already been doing cute little poses with the pretty curly hair, which was the signature. And she did something a little bit different for black girls. And some little white girl, I'm assuming, with KKK tendencies, felt like she stole it and something crazy happened. And this could be some of that too. But somebody took it from another end and probably took it overseas and sold it. And then I produced books. I produced planners or something like that, inspirational, whatever. And then, see, they're still trying to see. Normally it's pitch quiet when I'm doing stuff, but when I'm not doing anything. But now everybody's making all that noise, and that's abnormal at 11:52 at night. Okay, just weird. But they want me to shut up. So, and get my thing blocked because of music in the background. Because it's generally what they start muting stuff and telling you they blocked it because of raggedy music in the back. Aren't they smart? So I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get my own place again. Now I just put this charger on. I know good and doggone well. What's wrong with this charger? I just put it in the wall. Oh, it jumped out. Ain't that straight? It went out again. What the frick is doing this? I don't understand. There's no reason why it's coming back out. All these outlets are jacked up. It's like somebody can control them. They went in the thing. I went out and they went in the wall, and the whole plug was. They was probably in here when I came in. And when I came in, they probably went through the front, whoever this was. But they pulled the whole socket out, and it seems like either they put it in a listening device and a recorder and a switch where maybe downstairs they can control it. So when I'm asleep, maybe it'll go off so the whole phone doesn't charge. And then when I wake back up or look at it, it'll come back on around the time I start moving around and look. I don't know, but it goes off and nothing ever charges all night, most of the time. So anyway, you've checked the over thing. So people are watching this. A whole bunch of people are watching this whole scenario play out in my head. And they meant to bury me and watch me basically expire, and no one stopped it. Except 1 to maybe 5 people. Literally. And I say thank you. Because that was God. So whatever these people were doing by reporting, lying, doing stuff, someone had the common sense and insight to send people into the city and actually sit back and watch. Not on the camera per se, maybe, but literally send people in to look at the situation. And was told, yeah, she's been going through some stuff with crazy for a couple years, couple people that's nuts that keep attacking and they won't stop relentlessly. Whole agency or whatever, I don't know what this is. And I think they took action. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But it got the attention of someone that goes, oh my, I adore. And might have gotten wind that you were to get something. And big time people were going, you got to be quicker than that. And they said, well, let's just slow every freaking thing down. Your stuff, my stuff. And it slowed down, it did. And I didn't understand, but it brought from a higher perspective clarity to a lot of things, even to me. So I say thank you. So while these people were doing all that crazy stuff, it got the attention of someone that actually adores Sarah. And it gave her a chance to really sit back and realize that there were people in the world that actually loved her and wanted to show it. And she knew that. It just never materialized, and now she knows why. Because it doesn't matter who it was, family or not, different race or not. People have been taking everything that this lady was supposed to get, including her children, in her face, and feel like, and what you gonna do about it? So with all of that said, this is part 3 of the video that says being content. The Bible says to be content in every state. I can't think of the scripture, but in everything give thanks. That's what keeps coming to mind. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope I said something to help you. And I didn't go into a lot of details because I do talk a lot. And I go into very detailed things of what I actually said in order for this to turn around. I'm still here. I believe my daughters are too. I just haven't been able to talk to them because in these people's minds, they feel like this that I'm getting is something they can blackmail me for and keep my kids hostage, I guess, in order to receive what they want or what I agreed to do for them. And that's not the case. It's kind of like this is tied to a living wealthy person. And it's like, in order for me to get anything, I have to be in their good graces. And so anything that I do would have to go through them. So whatever they're thinking is probably going to land them on the train answering to me and that person for whatever they're trying to do. So, um, you tell people you shouldn't kill, steal, destroy, and they go, bah, humbug. And they do what they want. And you warn them, leave my kids alone. And they were told that they'll be protected. Can't nobody protect you from universe. So they may have to answer to that man and universe. And God says, the survey says, ding, 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 ding. Ah! You've won a new butt whipping. Until next time, do the right thing all the time, every time, as much as possible. And your light will shine. And you won't have to be jealous of someone else. Everything that anyone else does that you're looking at saying, I don't like that, you can do it too. There's no secret what God does. What he does for one, he can also do for you. Never underestimate the power that lies within you. Stop focusing on others and start to focus on you. Ask God to help you with things you don't like. As I stated, there was a man I saw today. He was sitting on side of a building, and I'm sure he felt like everybody had forgotten about him. I know how that feels. So I see him, and I'm driving, and something says, back up, back up. I did. And what comes out is, God loves you. Ask him for what you need. He knows. Ask him. And I'm sure it didn't come out right because all that ad-lib stuff, then I have to repeat it clearly because it's never practiced. And I'm doing a lot of pre-stuff. I mean, I can have a thought, but I'll let it free flow. Anyway, God bless you guys. Thank you for joining me. Hope you subscribe. If not, that's fine. Because guess what? The story's already written. God knows each and every one of our stories. And it's beautiful if you obey.